my dear viewers, I am going to play Mass Effect for my next Let's Try, as I like to call it. This is one of my favorite games. It's not going to be a blind playthrough by any means. I've played this many times. But I am going to try to play this time in ways that I haven't played before, so some parts I might not know what exactly is going to happen. But, as usual, I'm going to play it without any spoilers, I'm not going to give away any spoilers before we get to it. Because if you, my viewers, haven't seen it or played it, then I want you to be just as surprised as I would have been the first time I played through. So this game is awesome. It has great cinematics. The story in itself is very good because, as you've seen, I don't play many shooter games because I'm bad at them. I suck at aiming. I'm terrible. But I do really enjoy a game, a movie, a book, anything with a great story, and this definitely has that. So, yeah, I'm gonna start a new playthrough and go all the way through since all the DLC for all 3 games in the trilogy have been released. I don't have the DLC for this Mass Effect 1 because I got into it way too late, and as far as I know, there's nowhere for me to get it at this point. So let me know if I can, if you know of something, because I don't know about it. But other than that, I think I have all the DLC for the other 2 games, and I'm gonna do a whole playthrough of all 3 games. So let's get started. Okay. Again, I suck at shooting games. This is an action RPG with fighting and stuff. Don't laugh at me. So I'm going to start a new career.
Welcome to Alliance Military Database. Classified information requested. Establishing secure connection. Secure connection confirmed.
Okay, so here we can decide if we're going to play as the default Gtg Shepard, who's this handsome looking man over here. He's modeled after, I think, a Dutch model. As you can see, he's super handsome. Or we can enter a new ID or select an existing one that we've already played. I'm gonna create a new one here, and we could customize. And I'm gonna play as a female. No offense to handsome Mr. Dutch model. I'm gonna play as a female because I'm a female, and it just feels more right to me.
Please log in to access your profile.
Okay, what should we name her? I like the name Jane, but I think I have another one named Jane already. Let's call her Gtg. Gtg. Or we could just do Gtg. Gtg for girltriesgames.
Warning, data corruption detected. Please reconstruct profile. Confirm pre-service history.
Okay, so here we can determine what our history is. It could be a spacer, where we pretty much grew up in the military. You can read the description here. We could be a colonist. It is that we grew up on a colony and slavers raided our colony, slaughtering family and friends. Or we could be Earthborn, orphan raised on the streets of Earth. I don't think I've ever played as a spacer before, so I'm gonna choose that one.
Confirm psychological profile.
Okay, now this one, it gives a little bit more about our our background, but also about how we deal with situations. So Sole Survivor is that you were on a mission and you basically were the only one to survive. War Hero means you risked your own life to save your fellow soldiers. Ruthless is you've been called cold, calculating, and brutal. Failure is not an option. Okay, I think I've played Ruthless before many times, and it didn't really make much of a difference that I noticed, anyway. And I want to try to play on the more renegade side during this playthrough, just because I haven't before. I usually have a really hard time playing as a renegade. And I feel like this Ruthless psychological profile will go with that personality. So yeah, let's be Ruthless.
Confirm military specialization.
Okay, and this is basically the class. So soldier class is the typical generic all weapon types, medium to heavy armor. I think soldier's boring. I think it's the only class I haven't played before, so maybe I shouldn't judge it before I try it. But I'm not going to do it now either. Engineer is tech, and they use their Omni tool, which is that little orange, this orange glowy thing over here. That's called an Omni tool. And engineers are good at doing tech stuff. Light armor and pistols. I think engineer is probably my second favorite class. It's tied. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. I'll think about it. And then there's adept, biotic specialists. For those of you who don't know what biotics are, which I didn't when I first started the game, it's basically space magic. You know, in every sci-fi story they have some sort of explanation for it, but it's, at the end of the day, it's magic. And this one only receives training with pistols. Okay, or we could be an infiltrator, which is sniper-y. Sniper rifles, pistols, and medium armor. Also some tech abilities. This is also one of my favorites, probably tied with engineer. Sentinels, biotic, and tech. So, see, we're getting a good mixture of all different kinds. I think the only pure ones are adept and soldier. Vanguard is biotic and short range and using pistols and shotguns. Okay, well, I like fighting at short range. I like to just kamikaze right on in there, and I'm going to play as a Vanguard. And because I like close range combat, I'm not going to choose sniper rifles. That seems to defeat the purpose. I like shotguns. So, first
Confirm
aid.
facial identification.
Okay, I get really into designing my character, so I'm probably going to just speed through this this part for you guys to watch me create my character really in fast motion. So yeah, here we go. Okay, I think I might have my Shepard now. I wanted to do black hair at first because I don't know why, but to me Shepard has black hair. But I feel like everybody else always has femme-sheps with red hair. So I tried red hair out, but I still didn't like it that much. So I decided on just plain old brown. And brown eyes. And I think she looks good. I hope she looks good in-game. So, we'll see.
Profile reconstruction complete.
Okay, so we got Gtg Shepard. Origin Spacer. Reputation is ruthless. Class Vanguard with a talent in first aid. We're ruthless, but we like to give everyone first aid. Alright, I think we're good here.
Identification confirmed.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna play on normal. Just because, I don't know, I'm considering even just playing on casual, because like I said, I suck, and I don't want you guys to have to watch me die all the time. No, I'll do normal. I think casual will be too easy. Okay, we got everything. Let's get started.
Well, what about Shepard? She's a spacer, lived aboard starships most of her life.
Military service runs in the family. Both her parents were in the Navy.
She got most of her unit killed on Torfin.
She gets the job done, no matter what the cost.
Is that the kind of person we want protecting the galaxy?
That's the only kind of person who can protect the galaxy.
I'll make the call.
The Arcturus Prime relay is in range. Initiating transmission sequence. We are connected. Calculating transit mass and destination. The relay is hot. Acquiring approach vector. All stations secure for transit.
Let's hope she looks good.
Board is green. Approach run has begun.
Got some luscious lips.
Hitting the relay in 3, 2, 1. Thrusters, check. Navigation, check. Internal emissions sync engaged. All systems online. Drift, just under 1500K.
1500 is good. Your captain will be pleased.
I hate that guy.
Nihilus gave you a compliment, so you hate him.
You remember to zip up your jumpsuit on the way out of the bathroom? That's good. I just jumped us halfway across the galaxy and hit a target the size of a pinhead, so that's incredible. Besides, Spectres are trouble. I don't like having them on board. Call me paranoid.
You're paranoid. The Council helped fund this project. They have a right to send someone to keep an eye on their investment.
Yeah, that is the official story. But only an idiot believes the official story.
Okay. Let's see, how should we react to Joker? Let's tell him he's overreacting.
You always expect the worst.
Well, bad feelings are an occupational hazard. But we don't go anywhere unless there's a good reason, so what are we doing here?
Joker, status report.
Just cleared the mass relay, Captain. Stealth systems engaged. Everything looks solid.
Good. Find a comm buoy and link us into the network. I want mission reports relayed back to Alliance brass before we reach Eden Prime.
Aye, aye, Captain. Better brace yourself, sir. I think Nihilus is headed your way.
He's already here, Lieutenant. Tell Commander Shepard to meet me in the comm room for a debriefing.
You get that, Commander?
Is he upset?
He sounds angry. Something must have gone wrong with the mission.
Captain always sounds like that when he's talking to me.
Can't possibly imagine why.
Okay, so we got through the little intro. So we've created our character here, Gtg Shepard, short for girltriesgames. And now we gotta go meet our captain of our ship we're on. So I'm gonna end this video here. I'm not gonna time these videos like I normally do in my other videos, just because this story has kind of a flow to it, and some videos might be longer than others, where others might be really short. I just want to organize it so that you guys can kind of choose the videos by what you want to see specifically. So I'm going to end this intro video, and stay tuned for the next video where we will go meet our captain. Thanks for watching.